Namaste everyone. Wish you all a very happy Ram Navami. In this video, I'm just going to quickly cover about my trip, the recent trip to Rameshwaram Madurai Palani and Isha Foundation. This trip was organized by Sai Krishna Tour Operator, Mangalore. The tour guide's name was Prashant Yadav. It was a group tour. The tour kick-started from Mangalore, and the next day we reached Palani early morning. Post freshen up in a hotel, we were taken to Palani Murugan temple. Palani Murugan temple is a very famous temple. This is a spot where Lord Murugan had actually done tapasya for many years. The idol, it seems, is made up of 9 poisonous substances. So it's a very, very holy place. So we were supposed to reach there and take a winch car. Winch car is like a toy train which takes us to the hilltop. But unfortunately on that day it was very crowded. So the wait time for winch car was over 3 hours. So the tour guide decided that we walk up the hill via the elephant path. There are actually 3 ways to reach the temple. One is through the winch car. Apparently there is something called a rope car as well, which we are not aware of. Whether it's functional post-COVID, we are not aware of that. But definitely there is a winch car. Then there is steps, like there are 670 steps to reach the temple up the hill. And then there is the elephant path. Elephant path is more like there is a pathway and there are some steps in between. So it's like maybe around 4 or 5 kilometer walk up the hill. So we decided to take the elephant path and we started walking. We were around 43 of us. It was tiresome, but there are spaces to sit and take some rest. So we took breaks in between, and especially me, I don't walk much. I'm not used to walking much. But fortunately, we reached within 45 minutes, 1 hour to the temple. 11:40 to 12:40, 11:40 a.m. to 12:40 p.m. is actually the break for the temple. So we had to wait for some time. We had a VIP darshan tickets booked. So around 12:45, we got a very good darshan of God. And we were happy. All the tiredness just went off because it's a very auspicious place. So it was also one of the places on my bucket list. In fact, all these 4 places were. So fortunately, I got to visit all of them. So post Palani temple visit, we started off to Rameshwaram. We reached Rameshwaram maybe around 10 p.m. in the night. And next day morning was actually the temple visit to Rameshwaram. So between 5 to 6 is a visit to Spatika Lingam, which is like before sunset we are supposed to see that lingam. So we got that darshan, and then there was a guide, temple guide, who took us around, and we got a very good darshan of Jyotir Lingam as well. And then it was time to take bath in the Agni Tirtham, which is like it's the ocean, and it's supposed to be very, very holy water, because that's the place where Lord Rama was there doing tapasya to Lord Shiva. So we took bath in that Agni Tirtham, and then it was time to take bath in the 22 wells. It seems they say if we take bath in these 22 wells, we actually get salvation or moksha in this life. So we got that opportunity to take part in those 22 wells, and then we had to visit the temple again. We took that darshan. And in Rameshwaram, the other place of visit which the tour guide took us around was our late President APJ Abdul Kalam's home. It's actually a museum now. So camera is not allowed into this place, so we could not take much pictures, but we got a very good view of this place. It was very nice, clean, and kept very tidy. Post that, we started off to Madurai, and Madurai is like 2.5 hours from Rameshwaram. We reached Madurai in the evening, and everybody decided that we visit Madurai temple, Meenakshi temple, on that day itself. And we actually went ahead and decided on that, and we went visiting the temple, and it was around 2 hours wait time in the queue with a 50 rupees darshan ticket. We got a very good darshan of Meenakshi Amman in the temple, and she was a very beautiful idol, very, very nice. I felt really happy visiting Madurai. The next day we were supposed to return back, and on the way returning back, we were supposed to visit Isha Foundation. And I'm sure all of you know about Isha Foundation. It is something which has been set up by Sadhguruji. So there is a beautiful Adi Yogi statue. So there are buggy cars, electric cars and bullock carts, which takes us around the campus. We get to see the beautiful campus, huge campus which has been set up, and in the evening around 7:15 there's a laser show of Adi Yogi statue which kind of gives you goosebumps watching it. Everything is like free of cost except for the buggy cars or the electric cars which you use. You have to pay around $10 to move around. So apart from that, everything is free. Entry is free into Isha Foundation. So post Isha Foundation visit, we started back to our hometown and reached Mangalore the next day, early morning. So it was exactly approximately 3.5 days trip, which works really well for people like us who work in the corporate world. We cannot afford to have 11 days break and visit places. So it was really nice in that sense. But on the flip side, it was too tiring, number one. Because being in the bus for 2 nights and sleeping in that bus is kind of could be really tiresome. But otherwise it was okay. The hotels which was booked by the tour operator weren't that great, but manageable for one night stay. Because it's anyways a budget tour, so it worked around like rupees 6,300 per head, all inclusive. There's food, stay, water, snacks, everything included in that 6,300. So we enjoyed. I got a chance to go around with my daughter. I'm sure she enjoyed it too. So if you want to know more about these places where I stayed, you can definitely write in the comment section on this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.